Well, great to see you as well. And yeah, it's been a strong operational quarter for us. All-time high production in terms of greenhouse gas intensity, best so far. Safety record is the lowest level we've seen so far as well. Commercially, also a strong quarter, but still our returns are below our target level, and we're continuing to work on that. We clearly have an energy disadvantage in Europe at the time. We're working on focusing our operations. We're working on cost reductions and also structurally changing our energy position away from Europe.
Svein, that's really interesting. How much of and we've talked about this previously, I know, but how much of an energy disadvantage do we still have in Europe? When I look at resource prices, natural gas, oil, what have you, actually we're back down to levels which aren't as astronomical as they have been previously.
No, they're not astronomical, but they are high. And this is a challenge for European energy-intensive industry. Yes, they're back down from the high levels, but we're still talking about more than double the price of natural gas in the years before Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and that is a clear disadvantage for European energy-intensive industry compared to the US, and even more so compared to Russia. And this is one of the big challenges at the moment, where we're seeing reduction in import of Russian natural gas by 80% into Europe, which is understandable given the situation. But what is almost unbelievable is that Europe is actually increasing the import of Russian fertilizer. So we're, in a way, sleepwalking into a new dependency on Russian fertilizer. And when we know that half of the food production is a direct result of fertilizer, we're creating new dependencies, which I think is extremely troubling.
Svein, that is pretty incredible. As you say, we're sleepwalking into a new dependency. Who should wake up to this? Is it the Commission? Are they seeing it? Is the industry seeing it overall? What should be done about this?
Well, the industry is not only seeing it, feeling it as well. And as we were speaking, there are a number of European fertilizer producers that are really struggling financially. We've seen shutdowns. So clearly this is having an impact. And then we're increasing our dependency on, amongst others, Russia. Well, whether it's seen, maybe, but fully understood, no, I don't think so, because if it was fully understood, there would be stronger measures to reduce that dependency. But hopefully it is being realized so that we can put in place measures in order to strengthen the European production and also European food sovereignty, which is key. And what we saw on energy dependency, yes, we had cheaper energy from Russia for a very long time, and that worked until it didn't, and came very hard in February of 2022 at a very high price for households, very high price for industries, and very high price for European nations as well. So I would have thought that we would have learned more from that lesson, but hopefully there is a realization and that measures are put in place.
Let's just spend a bit more time on this, because it, once again, just like LNG imports from Russia as well, underlines the hypocrisy at the heart of Europe. We support Ukraine in 100 different ways, but we don't impose sanctions on key Russian commodities. In fact, I've just seen a stat which backs you up. Russian fertilizer exports to the EU jumped 43% year on year. That was from the 9th of October as well. The stunning hypocrisy of us wanting to end the war and to punish Russia, but actually when it comes to the key stuff, we still import it. It's outrageous, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's really inconsistent. Now, I'm not a politician, I run a business, and it's up to politicians to impose measures, but I do feel it is my role, when I see what is happening, to raise the issue and also turn on the alarm that this is such a vital part of European food production. It's a vital part of food sovereignty, and it's hard to think of any product more important than food, right? And when we know this dire consequence it will have if we don't have access to it, it's really a big challenge. And these numbers, yeah, they're almost unbelievable.
Svein.